Hey friends, Lucian here with the Bullish Bears team, making the watch list video for tomorrow, August 18th. I also have on in the background, just in case something comes up, just so you might be able to hear it, Benzinga. Benzinga is one of our new partnerships that we formed. This, as you can see, is just news going on like crazy here. So they really get news pretty much right on top of when it comes out. And as well in the background, I have Benzinga Pro Audio. This is part of the Squawk box here. So I just want you to hear, like, if something comes up, they actually will read the news out loud. So if you don't have the news in front of you here and you're trading, this Squawk box feature will read the news out loud to you. So it's pretty cool. So if he interrupts me, again, it is after hours, so I don't know if he's going to read anything after hours, but if he does, you'll hear it, and then you'll see it pop up here. So it's kind of neat to see. So if you look here, this is the SPX or the S&P, and obviously it had a decent sized drop today. It's falling below the 50 moving average. So you want to see really if it's going to kind of hold support in this area right around the 24. What do you see here? So there's support there. You want to see if it's going to fall below here and kind of just keep going from there and seeing where it's going to go. So obviously the resistance up in here. And then you obviously want to see if it's going to get, if price is going to fall below here. Is it going to keep going down, or is it going to pop back up, clear 24.75, then go up to 24.90? So everything's all about support and resistance, especially, well, really with any type of trading, whether you're doing swing trading, long-term trading, day trading, doesn't matter. It's all support and resistance. You look at it really on the daily, and then you kind of peel it back within the intraday time frames. I personally use the 1, the 5, and the daily. But that's because I'm a day trader, so I look at the 1 and the 5 a lot. So
GUID, Soros
here,
Fund Management reports a 6.18% passive stake in guidance software as of August 7, 13G filing for GUID.
oh, there you go. Let's go over and see. Not sure if you could hear that, but usually after he reads it, they'll update it here. Not sure if they will after hours, but that's pretty cool with the squawk feature. So when I trade in the morning, I'll have this go on. There's a lot that usually happens in the morning. So he might take a little bit updating it now after hours. It's not as much important right now, but especially during market hours when the market is running, when he reads it off loud, I might be in the middle of looking at a trade, but I can hear that symbol. And then when he says it, I can go over and I can pull up another chart and pull it up here rather than having to go to another screen, search for news. So it's kind of cool. So when he reads it out loud, I can kind of reference it on the chart here. Again, we do have a partnership with Benzinga. We get you a 25% Bullish Bears community discount. The link is below with, the promo code Bullish Bears 25. So that's cool. I'm glad he read something so you guys could see it. I was kind of starting off a little bit delaying some time because, as you'll see, there's not a lot of plays for tomorrow, which is okay. So we'll look at a couple other things. So we'll go for whatever plays are for potential for tomorrow. And then see if we can find anything else as well. But obviously there's not a lot of plays because the market is fading. So that's why, learning shorting is also good too. So you can play both sides of the fence. So I will keep the $1 to $30. Normally I don't trade anything over $15. Usually it's under $10. But since there's not a lot of plays, I'll just keep it at $30.
DDS Dillard's raising their dividend to 10 cents per share. That's Delta Sandy.
DDS.
Prior was 7 cents on Dillard's. DDS.
DDS. See that? So look, see before when he called out GUID, there you go, GUID. And then there's DDS. So let's just go over, just for the heck of it, and see what happened with GUID. Whoa, that's a messy chart. Oh my goodness, that's horrible. So who the heck will know what will happen with that? But look at that right in the daily, huh? That's pretty crazy. But DDS, let's see if anything here. So he just read it off. You know, maybe we'll check back on this, see if there's any action after market with that. So we will see what happens. We'll come back to that. But that's Benzinga. That's how it works. You have the streaming news here. He reads it off. There's a whole bunch of other things that you can do as well. But let's go into the watch list for tomorrow. We'll start off with SPEX. So let's remove the drawings. As you can see, I just draw support and resistance every day. Obviously, look at that. So it pulls back right below a whole dollar amount of $2. So you want to see if it can go up and break that. And then there is a, so you have the 226 and then the 247 potential, you know, at some point may want to go up and fill the gap, or it may fade down. Some resistance right here, or some support really at this, that 176 mark. Or you can kind of go right at that 50 SMA. So you can kind of use the 50 SMA as support. So see if it's going to go up or come back down. So I'll put it on the watch list. SPEX. SSI. This one, let me just remove the drawings. Look at that, right at $2. Psychological resistance points, whole in $half amounts. So look at that, right at $2, right at the 50 SMA. So that is perfect to look at. And then you want to see right here, kind of support here, right around that 13 EMA marker. So see if it's going to fall back down here, or if it's going to break $2. So we will put SSI on the watch list. MGTI. So let's remove the drawings. So let's take a look at right around this 240 marker. Looks like, I mean, it went up and filled that gap. So now you want to see if it's going to break above or if it's going to fade back down. Kind of have some support here right around that $2 marker. Or let's see what part of the gap here. Yeah, right into the gap. So right at that $2 marker. So see if it's going to fall down to right around $2, or if it'll break 240. So it's kind of in the range. Keep an eye on it. There is some resistance. It's not too bad, but you know, right in this 250 range. Usually, again, look at whole and $half amounts, and that's usually where you'll find a lot of your support and resistance. So MGTI will go on the watch list. SDLP. Let's remove the drawings. Kind of just traded sideways here today. Look at that doji candle right on the 50 SMA. So now you want to see, you know, that 350 marker seems to be a pretty big resistance point, and obviously it's right at the pretty much this 200 SMA. So you want to see if it can get over the 200 simple moving day average of 355. It did doji, it did go sideways. Not going to put it on the watch list, but keep an eye on it. CNBX, not a lot of volume. There's some resistance right at that 144. See if it can break, and then, you know, kind of before the $2 mark. Don't really love it, so I'm not going to put it on. RADA. So right here, 273. See if it'll go and it'll break that. Otherwise, right around this 230 marker is support. So see if it'll break or come back down right here to support. We'll set an alert here. So RADA. JMEI. So you want to see here. So see if it can break the high of the candle here, 288. You know, might have a chance to run if it can go up above there. Support right around right around the 250 range. Pretty much look at that 13 EMA, or right around here too, you know, in the 250s. So I will put JMEI on the watch list. IMMR. Let's see here. So it's going up, maybe potentially filling the gap here. There's a gap up at 805. So between the 7, see if it breaks above 76. If it goes up to the 805, right around the 802, 805 marker, right around there. So I will put IMMR on the watch list. Now be careful. Now there is some support really at that, right at the 13 EMA and the 7. What is that? Right around 730-ish. So see if it fills the gap or comes back down. Not a lot of volume, so I don't love it, but keep an eye on it to play either way. IMMR, HZNP. That one up kind of came back down. Let me see here. 1345. So there's that. This one, you want to see it if it can clear that 14, really that $14 marker, 1345. So see if it can break that, if it can go up to 14, if it can break it, or if it'll fade back down. Keep an eye on it. HZNP. Don't love it. APRI. It's really kind of choppy looking. But, well, there's some resistance right at the 200 SMA, right at that 165 marker. So see if it can clear that. So see if it'll break high day today. And then if it'll go break at the 165, you know, if it does, it might have a chance to run. So I don't love it for the volume and a little choppy, but it's one to watch. APRI. HMNY. We did hold its highs, did have some volume. I don't really like, but I'm not loving this chart. ZOES kind of faded towards the end. Don't like it. TRMR. So this one right here. Created a new yearly high. Now you have really support kind of really in here, right around this 2. Oh, here we go.
CQP, Cheniere Energy Partners, files for offering of 202.4 million common units by selling unit holders. Charlie Quebec Papa.
Charlie Quebec Papa. Alphanetic, or is that what it is? Phonetics, or I don't know what the heck what do you call it? So we'll take a look at those in a second. Oh. No more. So that's the range, kind of it's at its yearly high. So you want to see if it's going to go and break or if it's going to fade back down. So TRMR and CDTI. Not a fan of it. JP. Man, this one's been running up there. So 1155 is the high. I mean, this thing's still running. You might want to see back here right around the, man, this thing's got to pull back at some point. I'm going to watch that one. But I'd like to short that thing if thing's going to short at some point. So let me go over to my multiple charts that I watch. I'll show you in a second here. I'm going to put that on my watch list just because it's been running up at yearly highs. The market's kind of fading a little bit. See if that thing wants to fall back down. Let me see here. I'll show you what I'm doing. JP. So I kind of have a watch, kind of like stocks that I watch in the morning. So if I see something at night that I want to make sure I keep an eye on in the morning, I might change it depending on what's running, what trade ideas, pre-market, but it's something that I'll keep an eye on. So that's what I do. And look at that, again, right at the $half amount, starts to pull back. And it's holding kind of support right at $11 of the whole dollar amount. So JP will be on the watch list. TXMD. Don't really like that one. STNG. This was just crazy today with just like those crazy candlesticks. And AXDX. Oh, it got a pop right at the end of the day or aftermarket. So keep an eye on it. See if it can break that 24.34, and you want to see it ideally get over that 200 SMA, which is right here. So you want to see if it can get over that, but then you also have that one right up there. I'd just be careful, and there's not a lot of volume, so I'm not going to put that on the watch list. Let's go a few of over here. That my new highs watch list. RADA. Did I put that one on the watch? Okay, that is on the watch list. TRMR. See, a lot of these, some of them are on the watch, the yearly high ones. CYRX. So let's take a look here. So some of these ones will create yearly highs, but they don't have necessarily a ton of volume, which might be a great shorting opportunity. So for instance, this one right here, CYRX, see if it can go up and break the yearly high, or if not, see if it's going to fade down to support area right around there, 724. So this might be a good potential short if it doesn't go up and break the yearly high. So I'm going to put that one on watch list as a potential short. CYRX. QUOT, don't like it. IOTS. Let's see here. Man, this is really choppy. Doji candle. See if it wants to break that 625 marker. So, you know, this is one, see right here in this range, 660 to 625 range. See if it's going to fall. You know, there's been at least 3 green days here with a doji. So this one might have a reversal. You know, keep an eye on it down to the this right there, the 13 EMA. That might be a decent one to keep an eye on for a potential short. IOTS. And let me see here. IAG. This is a really slow runner one. It's a high float, so I'm not going to put it on. These guys are really high float. KROTY. Although, I mean, this, you know, could fall back, but just a slow, real high float, so I don't love it.
Catalan police officials said there has been an explosion in a house in Catalonia. An incident connected to Barcelona van attack, 1 dead in that explosion. CRMT, America's Car Mart, reporting 90 cents on revenues of $146 million. That's Charlie Romeo Michael Tango.
Charlie Romeo Michael Tango. Let's see, CRMT. Well, that one's been fading, so we'll see what happens after hours. Let's go back to a couple of the ones he did read. CQP. CQP. So this is what happens when you have real live news going. Right here, not much volume yet. Let's take a look at CEMI. Not lots of volume, but, you know, these are ones to take a look at. You know, this, again, it's right after hours, 5 o'clock now, but what's going to happen tomorrow or later on or even an hour from now? So this is what happens. He reads the news, it pops up right here. And that's how it works. You know, in the morning, you know, whether you're day trading, looking at the charts, or at work, it's just a really cool. Benzinga's awesome. A couple more, and then we'll be done. FBR. Did I already look at this one? Oh, you want to see if it's going to pop over that 1245 or fall down. TGP. TGB. No. Okay. So that is the watch list for tomorrow. You could also go look at yearly lows for dip buys as well. I'm not going to go over that because obviously the market's down today, so there's going to be a lot of potential plays over there. But that is the watch list for tomorrow. Again, let's go over here. If you haven't liked our fan page yet, make sure you like and follow us. We're the Bullish Bears on Facebook. We post all of our community updates on our fan page, as well as we post the pre-market watch list and stuff for trade ideas and Benzinga's news, as well as our promo codes, our 15% discount off trade ideas and 25% off Benzinga. There are the promo codes. Links below or in the video or on our fan page over here. Trade Ideas, again, is our scanner of choice that we love to use. You know, having watch lists at night are great. Having watch lists and pre-market watch lists in the morning are great. But as you all know, many a times the stuff that you're watching at night is completely different when the market is live. That's why we highly recommend Trade Ideas. When you can afford it, make sure you grab it from us. Our affiliate link is up here. You get 15% discount. And Benzinga, again, it's awesome news. You can hear them read it live, as well as have it up on your computer. So whether you're trading, day trading, you're at work, you're at home, it's something that you can hear and be able to reference. So again, Benzinga is awesome. We get you a 25% discount. Links right here. We don't have Benzinga doesn't have affiliate links. They just have a link to their site. And then when you check out, make sure you put Bullish Bears 25 in. But Trade Ideas we do have an affiliate link right here. You can click on that or below. Again, a couple other things. Make sure you head over to our website if you haven't already. Subscribe to our daily watch list. We send this watch list that I'm making now out every evening, as well as we send Trade Ideas options plays as well. You'll see over here, again, we have our Trade Ideas banner and Benzinga Pro banner over here if you want to click on it over on our website. If you haven't joined our trade room yet, we have a great trade room with, you know, getting close to 500 members. We have 470 something right now. If you haven't joined our free trade room, make sure you do that over here. If you like our cool logo and stuff, we do have some great merchandise, a whole merchandise store where we have ladies apparel, men's apparel, kids, hats, zip-up, hoodies, mugs, gifts like that. Fantastic merchandise with our logo and the hope is real, as you can see here. That's our slogan. Make sure you take our courses. We have a couple $1,000s worth of free courses over here. Make sure you take them if you want to learn more about stocks, options, day trading, as well as we are a contribution-based community. Everything that we offer to our community is pretty much for free, and we'd ideally like to keep it that way. We ideally don't want to charge membership fees. We're trying to be different from everybody else. We're trying to create a movement, and obviously we have a huge following now, but in order for Tim, Dan, and myself to be able to all three of us do this full time and continuously give back to people, we do rely on the contributions monthly of community members. Again, just Trade Ideas and Benzinga Pro, what we're giving out to the community, saves you a couple $100s a month with a lot of the things that we do give you already. So in return, if you want to just, you know, donate a couple, you know, 10, 20% back to us, we have donations for as low as $10 a month on up. You can subscribe monthly or do one-time donations over here. And last but not least, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our videos, comment on them, share them. We're very interactive. We do our best to answer everyone's questions. So hopefully this video helped you guys, and happy trading tomorrow. Enjoy.